You've got Nine of Swords twice. So clearly there's some major anxiety, and it doesn't necessarily have to be around having sex, though for some of you it is. Well, I'll ask what's going on actually, because you've got Nine of Swords twice. So there's some deep soul anxieties around communion and sexual intimacy for many of you. You know what kind of reader I am. I'd like to know why. What is underneath that? So here are some of the reasons that some of you are deeply afraid. Firstly, bully. Some of you experience sexual trauma and sexual abuse, and that is causing this like fear and anxiety around opening up. If you're liking the reading, please like the video and also subscribe, turn your notifications on. Okay, you're feeling that that fear of opening up or putting yourself back in a vulnerable position after extreme trauma. Some of you are you got mystic here. Some of you are very spiritual to the extent where you deny the physical and you suppress the bodily needs, okay? So you're just like, I'm just gonna pray and serve my spirits and do my thing and be holy, and your holiness has no space for the physical communion of the body. And so when it comes to, it's like you hide in your spirituality. So when it comes to opening up to sex, you're deeply anxious about it, and so you become the mystic. Others of you are too busy being damsel, okay? And your role as damsel, this kind of princess figure that you've given yourself, is giving you anxiety about sex because you're not standing in your power. And so you don't really know what's going to happen to you in sexual experiences. You just don't really know what to do because you're just a damsel. And this actually damsel energy, I want you to know, is not gendered. It's a behavior any of us can express, okay? But this kind of like save me, rescue me, ooh. You all know I don't really like that. And then we have, not gonna lie, we have Destroyer. Some of you are, I can't believe it. I'm just gonna say it because it's a message that I've got. Some of you are really afraid of the penis itself. Spirit, I mean, all right. Some of you are afraid of how much you can take. I'm sorry. I just have to show you what's coming up. You're afraid of if you can handle it. Destroyer, is it too much? No comment. Woo. And then we have child divine and child nature. So for some of you, it's inner child wounds altogether. This can be child divine's feeling here like lessons that were taught to you, kind of religious conditioning when you were a child about sex. Some of you are struggling with your true sexuality, right? So maybe you're under the oppression of what the culture tells you is appropriate sexual expression or appropriate orientation. For example, this heteronormativity. So maybe you are not a heterosexual person, but you're struggling to embrace the beauty and the divinity of your true sexual nature as queer, right? And you're just like, I don't know if I can fully open up to exploring sex in that way. You lot said you're finished. Okay, so this is what's underneath. Okay, this is some of the anxieties you're experiencing when it comes to sex. But if you can, like I said, to wrap that up, start working on the things that I suggested around how you go into the sex experience, then you can have the page of emotions, which here is like trusting the fruition, trusting the goodness of things, trusting that you'll be gifted what is lovely, trusting the beauty of the experiences, trusting that your heart can be looked after, okay? Trusting that it can be good rather than being in a state where you're restless, you're not at ease. This is an opening up in a sense of trust.